Hello! File handling in Java. Here is the second half of the files interaction. In the previous video, you saw how a file was created and data was written in it. Now we are going to see how we can open an existing file and read data from it. So, what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to open the file in file readers mode. File reader opens a file for reading, and to read from the file I need buffered reader object. Buffered reader object helps us to read data from a data file. How? Let me work on this program. Remember, we had written names and phone numbers. Obviously, the file which I am going to read, I will have to know what is inside it. Unless and until I know what the file contains, how will I be able to understand the data type and in which sequence it has to be read? So, with that knowledge, I come and input the first line, which is a line of text. In fact, I have got line by line text only here. If the name is not null, that means I read the name. If it is not null, then I carry on by reading the phone number and then print it. Now see how the printing is taking place. I am showing you what is there on the other half of the output statement. It is nothing but printing of the name and of the phone number. After this printing is done, then we read the next name. After reading the next name, we go to the counter. This counter is going on printing one after another. After the printing of the next name is done, the condition tests as long as the name which is read is null or not. If it is null, then it will not repeat, and if it is not null, then it will repeat. Now I will say once this entire loop is over, then it will stop from here. F name, when will be read as null, will stop the loop to repeat, then it will come out and close the buffered reader object and close the file reader object. So both of them will get closed. And just a note, in the previous video where you saw the other objects getting created, they are also supposed to be closed. The closing of all the opening objects, like in case of the previous method when the opening took place for file reader, buffered reader and file writer, buffered writer and print writer, they all should be closed. Okay, so note that point when you complete this project of file handling one by one. We are going to look into multiple modules and how interestingly programs can be done. Now let me show you the output of this code. Here is the output of the program, that file, which file I created a little while ago in the previous video, where I wrote these names, remember? And then when I am reading it, I am just printing them in a different format. You see, it is writing friend name, and then the name, and then dots, and then the phone number, and then the value which is coming in the second place. So first the name, then the value, then the name, then the value, and in this way it is circulating. Now your turn to do it all over, like creating a file, saving it in the disk, and then another method in which reading from that file and printing it on the monitor or the output screen. Okay?